What's going on, everybody? I'm Screech. This is Retro Card Collector, and on today's episode, we're going eBay game hunting. All right, so eBay game hunting, I said. So you're probably asking yourself, why am I doing an episode about eBay game hunting? Everyone can go eBay game hunting. Well, you can go eBay game hunting. It's really easy. And I feel like that's why I want to do these eBay game hunting episodes, is because a lot of people, this is going to be their initial route to either collecting games, finding games out of nostalgia's sake, because you found your Nintendo in the attic and you're missing some games you had as a kid, and oh man, I really want this game. I want to find it on eBay and I'm going to buy it. And then what happens is the same thing happened to me when I started game collecting. Because I have been game collecting for quite a few years, but it was all nostalgia games. It was games that I wasn't trying for a collection. I was buying games that I had nostalgia for, or games that I really wanted to play. Games that I'd rented and didn't get a chance to finish, stuff like that. So I went on eBay and I bought them. I'll tell you what, I paid way too much for some of those games. 100%. I paid way too much for some of that stuff. So now that I'm collecting and now that I'm starting to develop this, this channel, building this collection, all that stuff, I've kind of come to a realization that there's a few things you need to do when you decide to go eBay game collecting. And there's tools that you can put in your toolbox, let's say, that'll help you down the road. So one of them is right below me on my phone. On my phone, I have the Retro Game Collector app. Retro Game Collector app, you can get it on the iTunes store, or just download the app and you're good to go. Now, this is a paid app at a certain point. You download it, you get one system you can collect on. Totally free. If you want to add more systems, you have to pay for those systems. You can either do a one-time fee and get all the systems, or you can do monthly fee and get some of the systems, whatever you want to do. Now, I absolutely bought a bunch of the systems because I bought the one-time fee because I use the app all the time. On here, you can see that we're going to scroll a little bit here. So I've got it set up so I currently have the games that I have are blue. I've also got the price listed. Now these prices are in Canadian. All the prices you're going to see today are in Canadian dollars. Canadian pesos, I call them. So that is what we're going to look at. So as we go, we're going to look at games and we'll compare the prices and we'll see. If you wanted to, you could also do spreadsheets, Excel spreadsheets, all that. People do that 100%. There's nothing against that. Whatever helps you. Use what works best for you. Use the tool that works best for you in your situation. It's like a camera. If I'm going out filming, I'm going to use the camera that is going to work for me in my situation. Sometimes it's not always a Sony. A lot of times I'm going to use my phone out there because it's right there. That's the same reason I'm going to use this. My phone is in my pocket. I don't need to do anything other than open the app. So that's why I use this one. You could also use Price Charter. Just go on Google, type in NES price charting, NES game price charting, find the link, open it up, and go on there, set your currency, set what you're looking for, like how you want to sort it, all that stuff. We can do that on here too. If I click this little button up in the top left, it pops this up. We can change our sorting. We can look at all stuff in here. Let's have for fun. Let's go value. We'll go descending, and we're going to go back to the list and all the way to the top. Look at that. Now we can see how crazy Nintendo games are. So some of these are the price of a small car, right? So again, this is why having this app in your trusty phone, that's always with you anyways, is great. We can totally check out prices. We can decide if we want to buy them. We can click and open them up. Let's open up DuckTales 2. So on here, it's got a rarity, kind of where they've got it situated at. It's got price for just a cartridge, price for the cartridge in the manual, price for a complete. That would be cartridge, manual, and the box. It's also got sealed price. Woo, look at that, $5,000. On here, we can also add it to our collection if we wanted to. It tells us at the top, DuckTales 2 is by Capcom. There's some eBay listings for it down here. It's got a little bit of information, released in 93, tells us kind of about the game. And then if we owned it, we could put our information into the system and the condition and our score for the game. That would help the system a little bit further. I don't have that one, but that's how this all works. On here, we click that. We can look at a whole bunch of other information. This is kind of quick access to all that stuff. We're going to hit the bottom. We're going to hit closed. You can also add games to your collection just by sliding that. And you can click it right there and add your cartridge, add your manual, do whatever you want. All right, so back out of that. We'll get that out of the way before I, fat fingered that. Get out of here. All right. All right, so let's go to the top again, and we're going to sort this again. We're going to sort it by name. We're going to sort it by ascending. Go back. And all right, here we go, back to the top. So, eBay. Let's get into this. NES Games. That's all I'm going to type. NES Games. Whatever. All right, so let's talk about eBay's global shipping program. Now, this is a sensitive subject for me. eBay shipping used to be awesome. 10 years ago, things used to come right to you, right? Now eBay has what they call a global shipping program. If you purchase an item, so if I purchased, scroll down here. If I purchased Mario 3, let's say, I'm going to pay $18 shipping, and then eBay is going to use their global shipping program for it. eBay seller is going to mail it to wherever the eBay tells them to mail it to. It's going to be like Kentucky or Los Angeles. It's going to go to a hub that is an eBay global shipping program hub. It's going to go there. If I bought a game from, let's use the magic of the internet here. All right, so if I bought a game from Seattle, Washington, let's say, over here in Washington, and I'm up in Alberta, Central Alberta, Calgary, Alberta here. I'm going to buy a game in Seattle, Washington. eBay global shipping program is going to ship it to, let's say, Kentucky. It happens. All the way to Kentucky. At Kentucky, there's going to be a little guy in a warehouse. He's going to look at that. He's going to say, oh, this has got to go to Calgary, Alberta, Canada. He's going to print a sticker. He's going to stick that sticker on that box that the seller packaged it in, and then he's going to ship it to me from there. It's going to go up to Toronto or over to Vancouver and then over to me. It's got to go to a hub. They ship to hubs first. Instead of just 3 day or 4 days shipping, maybe a week shipping from Seattle to Calgary, that purchase could be 2 weeks of shipping. It could end up anywhere. We're going on our trip to California. We're going to do our Disney's Adventures in the Magic Kingdom review live at Disneyland. We're going to do it. I ordered the manual for Disney's Adventures in the Magic Kingdom with like a month ahead of our trip. I got it a week after our trip. We were gone for a week. I ordered it a month ahead. So a month and a half later, I get it because it went to Los Angeles from like Seattle to Los Angeles and then up to Vancouver and then over to Calgary. Like, it was ridiculous. So that being said, I'm going to show you my way of eBay game hunting. What I'm going to click now, there's filters. We can add filters at the top here. So all the filters on the side. There's all sorts of filters on eBay. You can do all sorts of wonderful things with eBay. So we're going to click here. I'm going to go Canada only. This is going to make it so I only see games that are in Canada. Now, second thing I want to do, because here we see Joust. It's $11. What's Joust worth? I think it's like $17 game, if I remember correctly. All right, Joust. So for $11, clearly because it looks like Fred wrote on it. I remember doing that as a kid. I never did that. I would have got slapped in the corner if I wrote in Sharpie on my video game. Whew. Games were expensive back there. Wait till Christmas time. Christmas time, we're gonna check out the. I must have clicked that. Christmas time, we're gonna check out the Sears catalogs. I have a bunch of Sears. One thing I collected in my time collecting is Sears catalogs from the 90s. Sears Christmas wish books from Canada. We're gonna dig into those here at Christmas time. We're gonna look at all of those and we're gonna see what games used to be worth. Games used to be worth what they're worth today. It's crazy. It'll blow your mind. You'll have some respect for your parents for sure. All right, so Joust. So we're at like $20 here, and it's got Fred's written on it. So that another thing I'm going to use for a filter to get rid of stuff like that is I'm going to go down here. I'm going to click right here, free shipping. And now we're into free shipping. So now these games, what I pay for them is what I pay for them. No shipping price, nothing like that. So that being said, Excitebike. Let's look at Excitebike. All right, first thing that jumps out about me is when I look at this picture right here, and I see the coloration on this, and then I see the coloration on this down here. Those don't match. Now this looks like it's got some wear and tear on the label. That being said, this is a 5-screw variant. Let's look up Excitebike on here. Excitebike, 5-screw variant, $17. It's only, I only got one picture here, and it doesn't look like that color, but this is probably not right. Now, there's such thing as reproduction labels that people will make. If you have a damaged label, people will get labels printed and then put them on the cartridge, which isn't original. It's going to devalue that cartridge a little bit. He wants $20 for this, and I'm going to steer clear of this one. I already have it, so I don't need to look at it, but I would steer clear of it if I was you as well. I'm not saying that it's a reproduction label, but the coloration is off to me. Never seen Excitebike look that color. Could be because it's a 5-screw variant. 5-screw variants are the older games, so it could be some color difference there. So I don't see anywhere on here. It doesn't say anything about except your library, yada yada yada. I don't see anywhere on here it talks about the label. He sold 15 items. 100% positive feedback. It very well could be. I would, if you're interested in this game, you could contact the seller, ask the question: is that a reproduction label, or is it? That looks like that's a different color, right? All right, so continuing on, Legendary Wings. Legendary Wings, $14, $15, I guess. Legendary Wings. Right, get into L's. Legendary Wings. It says it's a $16 game on here. So let's click that and look at it. We save $1 if we were to buy it right now on this. Looks like it's got a little bit of label damage. Which that's not the end of the world. Ooh. Looks like there was a sticker on this one, and someone tried to peel it off. Now, there's better ways of getting rid of stickers on cartridges. So, I would suggest either watching my videos on cleaning cartridges, which there should be lots of them. Check that out. I would also suggest John Riggs for cleaning cartridges. He does open cart surgery. He does a really good job on that channel. I would also, there's a bunch of other ones I will check. I will put some links in the description. There's some really good folks out there that do really good cleaning videos of Nintendo games, consoles, all that stuff. So let's try to be informed. Let's try to have the proper information, and maybe we can save this from happening to other cartridges in the future, right? That being said, that's something in the world to me. Because I could always upgrade later. So there's not a lot of information down here. This looks like it's copied from a Wikipedia page. Kind of gives you that thought right there. Authentic cartridge, tested in accessible condition. 85 items sold, 100% positive feedback. He's a good seller. He's one I would look at. We can look down here. There's more Legendary Wings. And they're definitely higher priced stuff. Woo, look at that one. Ka-ching, graded. All right, so we'll put this one on my list of maybes. And by doing that, we're going to hit the watch list. Clicking the watch list. Why click the watch list? Give it a couple days. If it's not something you need to buy right now and you think it's going to sell right away, it's a smoking deal, let's say, buy it right away. Otherwise, click the watch list. Give it a couple days. Forget about it. Forget about it. A couple days later, you might get an email, and the seller might offer you a discount. If the seller offers you a discount, it could be anywhere from, I've seen 5% to 25%. My 100th game on the channel, if you haven't watched the 100th game episode, check it out. I got Slalomo's 100th game. I got it on eBay. I was humming and hawing if I should buy. The retro store in the town close to me, it has had Flintstones. Surprised at Dino Peak for a pretty good price. Humming and hawing, do I buy that? And then Slalomo came up. And then I got a 20% discount offer, like the day I was thinking about it. So that brought that price down well below what the value of Slalomo was. I did some research, figured out what exactly Slalomo was, and it's the perfect game for number 100 for me. So that's why I bought it.
You're going straight in my basket.
So that's why I'm telling you, click the watch list. Give it a couple days and see what comes. You can also make an offer on this one. Not every listing has that, but try the watch list. Give it a couple days to see if you get a discount offer. So that's Legendary Wings. I would say that one is worth checking out. Let's quickly check here. Yeah. 88 was made, looks like. Capcom game. So yeah, I'll check that one out. I've never played it before. Could be fun. All right, so it's on the watch list. Let's keep on going. Mario Duck Hunt, $7. I have purchased from this seller before. Super good. Great shipping. Good communication from this guy for sure. It has a little bit of label damage, it looks like. You look at the one picture. I will say that when I got the game from this seller, I did have to clean it. I clean all my games anyways. It's not a big deal. Just watch the cleaning video. It's easy to do. Get some tools, get some stuff and things, and you will be fine. This has been tested. All right, so we are checking out. I already have this, but we'll check it out for you just to see. We're going to scroll down. Oh, up. Got backwards there. All right, and the S's, there we go. Here, Super Mario Duck Hunt is a $12 game. They are asking $8. There you go. If you're looking for Mario Duck Hunt, you don't own it like everyone else in the world. There it is. It's right there. Find it on eBay. Well, bam. All right, so let's continue along here. Bubble Bobble 2. Let's look at this one. This is going to be an expensive game. Let's see where we're looking at here. I don't own either of the Bubble Bobbles. That's kind of embarrassing, I think. Bubble Bobble 1 that's a staple on game collections. All right, so this is a auction. This one you can bid on. It's got 3 days, 11 hours left on the bidding. It says it's worth $569. It's at $318. We'll add it to the watch list just for fun. I probably won't buy it. I have a hard time buying games in that $500 range on eBay just because you can't open them up and look at them. Now, if you're going to buy a game at a swap meet or at a retro store or on Facebook Marketplace or anything like that, and you are there with the seller, just before you go, a couple days before or whatever, if you're gonna start collecting games, you should have one anyways. Just Amazon, NES, security bit, get a security bit, bring a flat screwdriver as well, because some of the old ones you do need flat screwdrivers for. Just a tiny little one, like an instrumentation size one. Bring them with you. If you are any question at all in your mind, ask the seller, can I open the game? It doesn't change the value, nothing. You need to open the games to clean them anyways a lot of the times. But you'll know right away when you open it up. Do a little bit of research. Check the game you're looking at. Google it. Look for the circuit board for it. You'll see images of it because there's reproduction games out there. Some people aren't honest. A lot of people are. I'm not saying this person isn't. This is probably a real one. They're bidding on it, and it's like that. I 100% believe this person. Now, that being said, a lot of times folks don't even understand that they have a reproduction cartridge. They think they bought it. They bought it at a swap meet. Oh my God, a real good deal. Oh man, this game, I bought it for $100. This game's worth $500. And they go sell it on eBay or they sell it on Facebook Marketplace and they don't open it up and look at it. And it's a reproduction cartridge, which means it's not original. Someone made that game, put it on a circuit board, packaged it up, and sold it or is selling it as the game. There's nothing wrong with owning reproduction games. I have a few myself because there's some games you can't get in North America, were never released in North America. That, in my opinion, is great. But make sure people are aware. Make sure you are using the tools at your facility to check everything. Like that, tools at your disposal, tools at your facility, tools at your disposal to check everything.
You speak English?
And if they say no, don't buy it. Because there's nothing wrong with opening a cartridge unless they're trying to hide something, right? So that being said, we're going to watch this one and see where this one goes because I think that's fun. It's fun to kind of watch stuff on eBay. Says he's the original owner. Comes with a sleeve, cartridge in good condition, plays great. Yeah. So 27 items, but here he says he's actually on eBay for a while, an old account. Okay. So yeah. There's Bubble Bobble if you're looking for it. Bubble Bobble Dos, number 2, one of the rare ones. And why is it rare, you'll ask? Well, because it came out later on in the Nintendo's lifespan. Now, We can use the app. 93. This came out in 1993. The Super Nintendo came out in 1991. So, like September 1991. So that being said, this one came out a lot later. Probably had a lower production volume, which makes it cost more because it's, supply and demand. All right. So let's continue on real quick here. We'll look at a couple more and we'll move on. Ninja Turtles for $16. It's got 3 watchers. Let's go to the T's for Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This game, I once made it past the dam level, dam level. But that was on an emulator where I could save it. Because otherwise, oh man. So an $18 game for $16. So there's one you could look at if you're interested in it. I have it. I don't need it. And if you're looking to beat your head on the wall at the dam, yeah, there you go. Get zapped by some electrical plants, right? These ones I try to steer clear of because normally these U-Pick ones, they're priced high. Let's say Silent Service, right? Let's check this. This is just from me doing this, collecting and seeing this happen a lot of times. So I own Silent Service, $6 game, and they want $10 for it. Yeah. A lot of the times these people know what they have and they know they're resellers. They're trying to make some money off of it. Let's try Mad Max. Mad Max, I've never played it. Great movie. If you haven't seen Mad Max and you're of the proper age to watch it, watch it. It's a rough one. But then you can watch Mad Max and Road Warrior, which is awesome, and Beyond Thunderdome, which is awesome. Two Man Enter, One Man Leaves, and then you can get into the new one. So it's there. $27 for Mad Max. It's a $17 game. Right? Look at that damage. That's why I steer clear of these. If this is your eBay, if you're Fraser Valley Finds and you're selling this, let's try to price accordingly, right? Because let's try to bring these prices down. I know you're trying to make money, but let's not try to make money on everyone else's poor backs sometimes. All right. We'll look at a couple more. So Dr. Mario, I have that. We'll click Dr. Mario real quick. We're not going to open it up. See what we do with Ninja Turtles there. Dr. Mario under the D's for Doctor. Like I wonder what kind of mirror Dr. Mario is. Like what PhD does he have? So here you go. There you go. Looking for Dr. Mario. It looks like it's got some. We'll click it because I just saw something. It looks like it's got some damage on it. It's like heat damage. Or could you need to get cleaned? Looks like it's got a price. So yeah, it's on sale right now. Looks like for yeah. So that one would be worth it if you don't mind a little bit of scrubbing or a little bit of damage game. Not hard. All right, so we'll click these last two here and then we'll be done with game hunting for today. Didn't find a lot today that I need, but found some that people could get if they're looking for them. So Dig Dug 2, Dig Dug 2, $20 game. So yeah, it's bang on. We'll click the watch list. We'll add that one to the watch list. See where that one gets us. It looks like it's in pretty good condition. Not a lot of information on here. Tested, pins cleaned. Again, clean the pin. Clean your cartridge when you get them. It's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. Don't put gunk in your system. Lots of items sold. 100% positive feedback. This seller is a good seller. I would confidently buy from them. Again, back to just use as much as you can for your own knowledge. Oh, Base Wars. Oh, man. This one I have fond memories of. This one I need for my collection for $15. It's going to be under Cyber Stadium, isn't it? Cyber Stadium. All right. Cyber Stadium Series Base Wars. I'm going to do some looking on that because I wonder if there's other ones in the Cyber Stadium series. So Base Wars is worth $8. Oh, and he wants $14 for it. Jeez. Apparently there's a 5-screw variant. $130 for those ones. This is a 3-screw variant, and it's got some Sharpie on it. I've seen some wear and tear. Like drove behind a car or something. All right, so sadly, I will look for that one at a convention or something. Space Wars is not on the list for eBay game hunting today. All right, so that's eBay game hunting. I hope I gave you a little bit of information. I hope I provided you with some tools that will help you be able to get games for maybe a little bit better deal. Maybe not overpay for games. Maybe if we all don't overpay for games, we can help curb the prices a little bit right now, because getting ridiculous out there, folks. All right, so that's it for eBay game hunting. I'm gonna go back to the top of this. Again, this app is awesome. It's in my hand. It's on my phone. Anytime I need it, it's right there. My phone's with me all the time. So if I'm at a thrift store and I find something, I can look up the price. I highly suggest getting it. Again, not sponsored or anything like that. Buy it, but I use it all the time, so why wouldn't I suggest it? Okay, so with that, we will shut her down for today. I hope you like what you saw. If you did, do all those things that you need to do on eBay. Hit the buttons, do the things, and we will check it out next time. Tune in next time to see if I got legendary wings. We'll see, right? If I got legendary wings, that would be awesome. Add to my collection. We'll do these once a month. We'll do eBay game hunting and see if we can add to the collection and go from there. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Wherever you are, have a good rest of your day, and we will see you next time. All right. Bye.